Hello, Wastelanders! It's Jewel Smith. Today is Fallout Friday, so I am playing Fallout 4 as Fiona, General of the Minutemen, and with her, as always, is her ride of choice, Hancock. We're back out here at Abernathy Farm. I can't seem to get this place finished. I keep working on it and then getting sidetracked. Maybe we'll get there today. I know I'm very close. Very close. Fiona is my first sole survivor. For those of you who may not have watched my streams before or who don't remember, I started playing Fallout 4 several years ago when it came out. Well, several. I don't know. What do you consider several? There's an argument. What's considered a few? A couple is two. Few is what? 3 or more. Several is what? 3 or more? 5 or more? 7 or more? Double digits? What do you consider several? I don't know. But it's been a few years since this game came out. And for a couple of years, I was playing with my second sole survivor, streaming as Rose, who was the Nuka World Raider overboss. But I got the Platinum Trophy for this game. I have all of the achievements, including all of the achievements for all of the add-ons and expansions, the official DLC downloadable content. And so I decided to switch back to Fiona, and that's what we do on Fallout Fridays. We hang out with Fiona in her world. She's been here for about 4 or 5 years in game time. And we are going around and remodeling her settlements. This channel started with a settlement tour series of the settlements that I had built with Fiona. And now we are revisiting those settlements with all of the tricks and tips and ideas and things that I've come up with over the past couple of years of playing as Rose, and also with all of the new Creation Club packages that have been added to my workshop. We're also occasionally doing a few new Creation Club side quests and checking out some things here and there as viewers make requests and whatnot.
Life hard for people just trying
but
to
the main
survive.
idea is we're remodeling her
That
settlements.
kind of shit.
Okay, Hancock. He's on a soapbox back there. So we're here at Abernathy Farm. Last week, we were working on some guard towers. We went to Diamond City looking for a baseball bat. We were going to try to recreate Granny's Kiss, which was Rose's favorite baseball bat, a rocket-powered blue baseball bat. And it was based off of a bat that Mo was selling in Diamond City, but I think Fiona's already bought that bat and maybe stored it somewhere or given it to one of her settlers, so I'm not really sure where that bat may be in her world. But we were going to do a Granny's Kiss and hang it on the wall in tribute to Celtic Granny and in memory of Rose, my other sole survivor that many of you are familiar with if you've been watching me for the past 2 years. You can see all of her videos on my YouTube channel, as well as several previous videos with Fiona doing all kinds of different things. Soda showcases, Nuka World stuff. Well, Rose did everything. Rose went to Far Harbor. Rose did the main storyline. Rose was the Nuka World Raider overboss and all of that. I didn't have all of that on my channel with Fiona. I didn't start streaming and having a YouTube channel until after I had done the main story and after I had done Far Harbor with Fiona. But I think there is some Vault 88 content, as well as some Nuka World, and we did a contraptions showcase showing off all the different machines that you get with contraptions that can manufacture things and all of that. That's all on my YouTube channel, which is Jewel Smith. I'm also on Twitch, Twitter, and Patreon as Jewel Smith. If you want to check that out, you can find out a lot more about me if you head over to patreon.com/JewelSmith. There's a bunch of links and stuff over there. Alright, so yeah, last week we were looking for that baseball bat. We stopped by Bunker Hill. We worked on Shroud Manor a little bit, which is now the Minutemen Central Operations and Logistics offices. We looted Bridgeway Trust. That was a suggestion from Jessike. Jessike Biking, who's the official sponsor of Fallout Fridays. Jessike tipped me off about a, I guess, respawning vault, bank vault, full of all kinds of gold and money and stuff. So we headed over there and checked that out. I knew about the one that's in Concord, right here. No, not Concord, Lexington, down here by the Super Duper Mart. There's a bank right across the street from the Super Duper Mart that respawns, but it just has money. But this other bank is an unmarked location down here, not far from Hangman's Alley and just up the alley from Backstreet Apparel, like right about here is where Bridgeway Trust is, and that has gold bars and money and a whole bunch of safes that you can, if you want to get your lockpicking skills up or just get some XP in general. I guess it doesn't really matter if you, this isn't Skyrim. You don't have a specific lockpicking skill, that's right. It's all just general XP. Well, alright, if you want to level up your character and get XP, you can come out here and pick a whole bunch of locks. Well, I was going to say also, you can get Gage, affinity with Gage. He's a follower from Nuka World, and he really likes it whenever you pick locks. So you can take him in there with you, and you could pick all the locks, and he'd probably fall in love with you just standing in there. Standing in the vault watching you pick locks gets them all worked up. And what do we do? Yeah, we were just working on Abernathy Farm, and we were searching for lots of screws. I seem to have run out of screws, which I think we should go somewhere where there's a whole bunch of fans, maybe. What's my inventory? It's kind of low, but I can probably offload more of this stuff. Like, we don't need this machete. What have I got that for? What in the world do I have that for? And all these rifles. These are for my Minutemen. We've been putting Minutemen paint jobs on them. What else am I carrying around? All this junk. Alright, let's go scrap some things. Let's lighten our load as much as possible. And maybe we'll go down to GNN, the Gunners Plaza, because there's probably a bunch of desk fans in there. And also, the Gunners will have a bunch of combat armor, which I want to upgrade all of my Minutemen. When I say all of my Minutemen, for those who don't know, I have Minutemen guards posted at almost all of my settlements. And what they are settlers who I've assigned to guard duty, and then I dress them up like Minutemen. You got a problem?
How are you?
I'm good, but do you have a problem getting to bed in here? You shouldn't have a problem going through that doorway. Seriously, you should not have a problem going through that doorway. Why you gotta be like that? Look, she didn't have a problem. She's fine. Alright.
Never built much myself. I'm not supposed to operate heavy machine. You know.
We'll scrap these. Don't need them. Let's see if... I haven't joined you guys in the chat room yet. I'm trying to wait for YouTube to tell me I can get into the chat room. Find it on my channel. There we go. I'll hop over there with y'all. Hey! Let's see. Who was first in the chat room? Barbarian King, how you doing? And Ice Stella, hello! And Michael, hey Michael! Michael's the one that shared the link with me about the new Creation Club content that was on the Bethesda blog. It's not a rumor, this was on the Bethesda blog. And they said they were going to come out with some Creation Club content. At least I hope it's Creation Club content, right? Not a mod. Where, yeah, because they were talking about their Creation Club anniversary or something. So they were saying they were going to have a thing where you could go and reclaim Quincy from the Gunners permanently. Oh, I can't wait for that to come out. It's not out yet, is it? I haven't seen it actually officially come out. I cannot wait. Alright. We're improving their standard issue weapons here instead of that stupid crank musket. They're getting something better than that. Alright, let's store some junk. Oh, that's right. We were grabbing a bunch of things that had screws in them. That's right. And leather and shipments of things. That's right. And oil. We need the oil and the leather for upgrading their armor and putting the Minutemen paint job on them. Hello, Patrick. How are you? Patrick wants to know if I'm doing the castle today. Probably not. Probably not. We worked on the castle. I'm trying to do the settlements sort of in the order that I unlocked them. I mean, but we ended up working on the castle a little bit, I think, a few weeks ago. If you want to go find that video. And we put in some bunk beds and things from some of the new Creation Club packages that I had. So there's not really a whole lot that needs to be done out at the castle at this point, I don't think. Hello, Easy E. How are you? Hello, Silver Fox Yarn says hello from Stonehenge, Wiltshire, UK. Oh, wow. Hello. I have a lot of UK viewers. So, and a lot of viewers from Europe. You're very welcome to be here. Alright, let's see. What else can we put in here? I think that's it. Oh, right. We have the fence buster. We could turn that into Granny's Kiss, but I really would like to find the actual original bat. If we ever do. Dunno. Alright, I've got this. Probably a whole bunch of junk in here. Crispy cave cricket. I don't think I need that. Or the moldy food. I probably don't need mystery bacon or mystery jerky either at this point. That stuff comes from Nuka World, I think. From the pack? I think that's where you find that. And I'm carrying around a bunch of bottles of poison wine, too. Okay. Alright, I know where to offload some of this stuff. Let's go to Bunker Hill. Bunker Hill is sort of the main home for Fiona and Hancock. It's where I have a lot of stuff stored at this point. Sanctuary Hills, of course, early in the playthrough was the place where I stored a lot of things, and then I pretty quickly moved to Starlight Drive-In and used that as my central location for a while until I eventually unlocked Bunker Hill, and then Bunker Hill became my central location where I kept things stored and I processed new settlers and sent them out to the settlements where I needed them and all of that sort of thing. Of course, Fiona and Hancock have homes pretty much at every settlement. They've got some kind of either a little room or a trailer or a bus or a mattress on the floor in the corner somewhere or something at just about every settlement, because the idea obviously is that we move around a lot and check on the troops and check on the settlements, and you know, we're always out in the wasteland, not really staying in one place very long. So we do have lots of homes all over the place, or lots of beds all over the place, lots of rooms everywhere. But this is kind of our main little penthouse thing here at Bunker Hill, where we have a lot stored. We've got quite the liquor cabinet going, so let's put some stuff in here. Let's store the bourbon. And I can always come back here and grab it, too, if I need it. If I'm building a bar somewhere and I want to stock the bar, you know, I can come here and grab things. Rum is pretty rare in the wasteland. Not as rare as it used to be, probably. I think there's a few new sources of rum maybe added by some of the Creation Club stuff. Where's Brew? I think this comes from, from Far Harbor, and it comes from the Children of Adam, from a character named Ware. But I think that he's dead now because we blew up We blew up the nucleus, the nuclear sub that they were in. So that's very rare. We're never going to get any more of that. Not that I ever use it. But we can probably stand to store it and not keep it. Far Harbor. Yeah, all kinds of goodies from Far Harbor. I guess we'll store it there. Because it's from Far Harbor. I don't need it. It's fine.
Hidden forever. Please,
Okay.
modify my sake.
And what do we have in here? Okay. Well, let's put a pen in here. I think I had a pen. Yeah, I did. Let's put a pen in there. Yeah. Oh, hey, babe. And what do we have in here? Oh, all kinds of goodies. Food and things. Alright. I don't think there's anything we need to put in there. But we want to hang on to our gold bars, I suspect. Suitcase is where I've been keeping special clothing items. So, alright, let's transfer. We do have some special clothes. We've got the silver dress. Now, this ripped shirt and socks is what I was wearing for a while. It couldn't take ballistic weave, but I didn't care. I just liked the way it looked. It's from the pack in Nuka World, but I liked it. So Fiona was wearing it. But then we got this Grognak outfit. Grognak t-shirt and jeans. I think they're jeans. And we can... Let's take a look here. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, and it's all gray, and she's got dark black jeans and stuff. It's more of her... Because she's a stealth sniper, stealth build. So that works better for her. And I like the Grognak t-shirt. I think it looks cool. Yeah, this is a Creation Club thing. And it can take... It can take ballistic weave, which is the cool thing. Where is it? Armored Grognak t-shirt. There you go. So that's much better. It's like 110 points better damage resistance than the ripped shirt from the pack. So we can get rid of that. But I think I had... What's going on here? I've got a right armband. Why is that not? That should be... That should be activated. That's weird. I wonder why that wasn't equipped. I guess I don't really need it because I don't ever do melee, but... Auto stim, shadowed metal left leg. Ah, I see. Okay. Can't equip leg armor when wearing this, but that's fine. Knock on wood, it's been a while since I ever needed to worry about my health being at 25% or less. So, we'll just store this. It's something that I had for a long time and used to wear over that ripped shirt, but I can't wear it over this. For whatever reasons, this outfit, you can't wear leg armor with it. So, we'll store this in here. Alright, so this is what we have. This is our loadout for apparel. Excellent. Oh, Patrick's saying, I miss Nemo. Oh, yeah, we haven't seen him in the chat room in a long time, have we? I know. I'm worried about him, too. I went over to his channel and left some messages over there, but I haven't heard anything from him. I hope he's doing all right. What else have we got here? The weapons. Right, okay. I'm carrying around a bunch of these weapons for the Minutemen. Don't need it right now. So let's go. And I've got the nuclear steel sword. Okay, let's put that on the wall. Let's put the nuclear steel sword on the wall.
What's the angle here?
It would probably go up right here. have my reasons. I should call it the Get Lucky baton, but alright, let's not go into that. Let's put the sword up here. That's from our Skyrim tribute. I should probably put this out at the castle. And I don't mean the castle. I mean the castle I built on Spectacle Island, where everything's medieval. It's probably where we should put it. But we'll leave it here for now. Let's get another weapon rack.
The world's always gonna have tyrants.
I know, honey, I know. Talking politics again.
But if I get my way,
just like my old man in real life. Alright, what else can we get rid of? I'm just trying to make myself as light as possible. Fence buster. See, I'm afraid to stick it downstairs or one of my settlers will grab it. But if I put it out of sight, it'll be out of mind and I'll forget where I put it. What's this? Huh. Whole lot of junk from Nuka World. Alright. Yeah, if I store it. You know, we don't need to have a Christmas tree right here. Let's store that. That was put up obviously at Christmas time, and it's not Christmas time right now. So let's put Hancock's computer back up. I think he had a terminal in here that he was playing video games. Yep, there's his terminal. Had a chair over here so he could play games. And this was wired up so that it would connect. To the computer. See if I can remember how we had it set up. I'd moved everything around for the holidays. There we go. I think that's how we had it. He had it like that, yeah. So he could sit here and play his video games. Alright. Let's put... I'm gonna put the fence buster on the wall here. Just so we don't forget about it.
You got nothing to worry.
There we go.
About with me covering you.
I know. Should probably give ourselves a better bed in here now that I've got a whole bunch of nicer beds I can put in, but... Alright, let's do it.
You just say the word.
Let's do it. Why not? We can move stuff around in here. John, could you move, please? That's his stash box, basically. Put it over here for now. It gets full of his chems. Oh, Easy E said hello from Florida. Hello. Patrick was saying you forgot me. I didn't though. I only got so far and then I caught up. Hope you heard me say hello to you earlier. Michael saying Florida is nice. Florida is very warm. If you like very, very warm weather. I went to Disney World there in the middle of winter in December and it was too warm for me. It is so warm there. Oh my gosh. But yes, a lot of people move there because they like the climate, because it is warm, especially along the beaches. Very nice. Alright, what color blankets do you want? Red, like your coat? What do you think of that? Nah. Let's see what else we have. No bunk beds. We don't need bunk beds. Ooh, we could do one of these. I think I like the black. That's a pretty big bed though. Maybe too big for this place. Yeah, too big for this place. Go with the black. This one right here. Could you please move? Could you please? Why you gotta be right here?
Hey, what you got?
Why don't you go have a seat? No, not you.
That ain't in my wheelhouse.
Well, just
Over
stand
here.
over here.
Sure.
Thank you. Is that in your wheelhouse? Can you stand out of my way for just a second? There we go. Yeah, it looks nice with the poster too. I like that. Okay. Alright. Foot locker. Back underneath the bed, I guess. Or at the foot of the bed. I kind of like it like that. Like it's all just, everything sort of just stacked up in here and stored. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, this is stash. Well, that's a lot of buff out. That's a lot of jet too. That's a lot of mentats. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that's our stash. Got quite a pharmacy going on there. Alright, so we've got some of these. I think everybody at Abernathy has the new issue weapons. So where should we go next? Where the Minutemen need some nice weapons. Maybe we'll hit Tenpines and Outpost Zimonja real quick and just give out a few of these guns. Get them out of my inventory. Patrick's saying you can rename your weapon as Granny's Kiss. Shot and Granny gives them kisses. You mean the weapon I'm carrying? No, I'm not going to do that. Granny's Kiss is Granny's Kiss. It's the rocket-powered baseball bat that Rose had. And Pew Pew is the rifle, the plasma rifle that Fiona has. So we're just going to leave it at that. I don't want to get too much bleed through from one soul survivor to the other, to be honest. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Seems to be growing well.
Rose was not my favorite. It was a lot of fun playing through, doing the Nuka World stuff, hanging out with y'all and all that, but I really didn't like Rose. I don't care for the Brotherhood of Steel personally. I didn't like Dance all that much. I mean, I could appreciate him. I could see why others liked him.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
But
Biggest
just
town I
for
ever
me,
saw.
and he was fine for Rose, it was fine.
My back hurts.
I mean, I'm not saying I didn't have fun. It was a blast. I loved playing with the baseball bat and whacking things and wearing the blue quantum power armor and all that. It was awesome. But I'm just saying, my very favorite soul survivor is Fiona here. Hey, Lucas. Okay, hon, I will. Oh, wow, I haven't been out here in a while. Look at all these bottle caps. Fiona's a very different kind of person in a very different kind of wasteland than Rose. And that's the way I want to keep it. Those are just, in my mind, they're just two separate worlds. Two separate people, two very different people. Oh, I forgot to store my whiskey in the liquor cabinet. Alright, that's fine. And let's see here. We should have some. We don't have Minutemen here? We have Minutemen here.
Yeah?
He's in a Minuteman uniform, isn't he?
I want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Alright, yeah, he is. He's got 2 laser pistols, too. Give me that. And a scattered laser musket. Yeah, that's ass, dude. I understand. Let me give you a better weapon than that. Let's see which one he likes best. We'll let him keep the knuckles. It's fine. He's got lots of fusion cells. Jesus, dude. He must be picking them up from stuff they're fighting. Good for you. I'm going to take away this scattered laser musket. That's old school. You don't need that anymore. He likes this recoil compensated overcharged automatic blur to blur to blur to blur. Alright. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. That's nice. That's a sweet piece. Alright, take that. Alright, cool.
Good caps to be made for technical.
Well, good for you, Lucas. I like Lucas. Oh, here we go.
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
I'm here to give you a
Can
new
we trade a
weapon.
few things?
Of course.
And eventually, new armor. Ooh, security, but you don't need that. Give me that. Oh, she's got a plasma pistol. Does that mean she does not have... Alright, let's give her some ammo. And I'm gonna take some of these. I'll give her a few back. And I'm just curious what she likes best. Alright, so let's give her that one, and that one. And if we take this one away... Actually, that's not the way that works. Let me give her back. Let's assign her to that one, and then we'll take it away. Oh, she went back to the plasma, huh? Yeah, I don't think I want you to have that, though. That's not standard issue. I'll give her the security baton back. Alright, that's fine. Patrick's going to kill everyone in Bunker Hill and keep Bunker Hill for myself. Okay, well, you know, you can get it as a settlement. You just don't want all the people there. Yeah, alright. Things just don't stay in place, do they? In this game. Okay, well, we've got 2 Minutemen guards out here. And a robot. Don't think we have anybody else. It's not a huge settlement, so there's... Oh, no, I was wrong. There's a third Minuteman.
If you work, you eat. It's as simple
Or
as
is that the same lady that was on the other side?
I just want to trade a few things.
Okay.
Well, we'll know in a minute. Nope, this is a completely different person. Huh. So we have 3 Minutemen guards out here? That seems kind of like overkill. I'm just saying. It's not that big of a settlement. 15 people, and it's not strategically important, is it? Yeah, this guy's got a collection. It's not like super strategic.
All the soda you can drink.
I mean, how many guard posts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's way more guards than we need to have. That's way, way more. One of these guards doesn't need to be guarding in here.
Yes.
Alright, so we do have a weapons seller. What else could we have out here? Besides farmers.
I hardly even notice it anymore.
Oh, good. I know how much that was bothering me.
Well, she had farmhand clothes, so let's talk to her. Come here.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
I know, I came out here to lighten my load, and now I'm getting all weighted down with more junk. Give me that. What can we give her instead? Give her a laser pistol, I suppose. There you go. Alright. You are gonna go farm. You're gonna go help with the farming.
Okay.
Of course, they have way more food than they need here. I think because they have all these mute fruit bushes. They don't need all that. Just gonna make them a target if they have too much food, you know? I know the happiness is going down because I've reduced their defenses and now I'm putting away some of their food, so it's gonna change their happiness. No, I didn't come here planning to work on this settlement a whole bunch. I'm still going to rebuild it, remodel it, revisit, and figure out what to do with it differently. I'm just kind of... Since we're here, I'm messing about with it. Nope, can't build a potato here. Really? Can't put potatoes right here. That's weird. That's really strange. Okay. Of course, we may send some more people out here at some point, too. We gotta take everyone out of Murkwater and relocate them so we can turn that into Shrek's Swamp eventually. So it may very well be that we send some more people out here.
Hey, any word from your brother?
Not a thing. At this point, I'm just assuming the worst.
Oh, I'm truly sorry.
Alright, but we'll worry about that later. Alright, so what have I got going on here? Right, I took somebody off security, which lowers their defenses just a little bit. Changed up their food. But they should still have all of the guard posts covered, yeah. Because they'll probably automatically assign themselves to the guard posts, the ones that are left. We had more guards than we needed, because each individual can watch 3 guard posts. So the guard posts should still have people assigned to them, yeah. And the robot's on guard duty. I think the robot does both of these in this corner out here. Alright, well let's put up another turret out here. Let's put one out here at this corner. And in this corner. Got a couple of turrets, okay. Yeah. They're all still covered. They're fine. They're fine. Alright.
Got work to do.
I know.
Can't talk now.
We could give them a little more happiness by improving the bar. I think this is the shitty version of the bar. I mean, it seemed to fit out here. Because this is not, this is kind of a low rent settlement. It's not the fanciest settlement in the world. But okay. We're not out here to remodel this yet.
Stick to the roads, and you got a better chance.
I was out here supposedly unloading some weapons, and now I've got even more junk. So where else can we go? Let's head out to Outpost Zimonja. Yeah, let's do that. Now, Outpost Zimonja is on the furthest north border of the Commonwealth, and it's actually pretty close to a main road. Now, we can't, as players, head north on that road, but I'm going to pretend for headcanon's sake, for role-playing sake, that that's a major road that's pretty important, and so we want to have a lot of Minutemen out there guarding it. So Outpost Zimonja is going to be an important location for that reason. And so it would have more Minutemen out there. Let's go see what we've got right now. Yeah, see, we've got... Good lord.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
She's got a missile launcher. Alright, you go.
Let's trade.
Let me see if I can give her some better armor, actually. What has she got? Alright, so she's got a missile launcher. A legendary Missile launcher. Uh-huh. She must have picked that up at some point. I don't think I would have given her that. But alright. She looted it, she can have it. Let's look up. We'll take that. She's already got a combat armor chest piece. What's hers? 1515. Okay, that's fine.
Keep it tuned here, folks. Diamond City Radio. Up next, it's Winona.
Yeah, that's fine.
Grandma plays the numbers.
Yeah, let's give her that. I mean, she is hauling around that missile launcher, so we might as well. Alright, you go. You go, girl.
Another day of hard work. Never changes.
Yes?
Easy living? This ain't.
Don't much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
I'd like to trade some items.
Sure.
He doesn't need the combat armor. Oh, he's got 3 bottle caps to rub together. Good for him. Let's take this. He needs... Do we have leather right and left arms? No. Alright, that's fine. He don't need it.
Huh?
Yeah?
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that
Oh,
something?
why in the world does she look like... She's a scavenger. Okay, that's why. I was gonna say, why does she look like Brotherhood of Steel? But
I just want to trade a few things.
if she's the scavenger, she probably peeled that uniform off of a crashed vertebrate somewhere. Right? Right. Can she wear leather? No. Alright, we'll let her keep the bomber jacket.
Yes? Crop's coming in pretty good.
How are you doing?
Not much.
You're all leathered up.
Something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Where would their weapons and armor... Ah, that's right. We have a shop back here. A workshop back here. Let's scrap some of this stuff. Oh, Michael had to switch off the mobile, but we'll continue to watch on TV. Okay, thank you. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Hello, Lady Ha. Lady Ha Gaming is in the chat room. How you doing? Let's scrap these because we need the leather.
Hey.
Let's give him some stuff to carry. Give him that. You want to carry the gold bars? Can't carry anymore, okay.
Yeah?
Alright, that's cool. Got a little shop going over here. Alright, you.
Let's trade some things.
Go ahead.
You need a better weapon. Thank you. We'll give you the security baton. Alright. And apparel. Get that leather off of her. There you go. Much better. We'll do a Minuteman paint job on it at some point when we're officially working on this settlement, but not today. Just gonna scrap. Alright, who else is out here? Alright, there's the little garden shed that I built for that Fallout 4 build challenge. There's a little video of that on my channel.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Sure thing.
Alright, what you got? Oh, he's got a whole 9 bottle caps. Hot dog. Ooh, no, you need the Minutemen issue rifles, my friend. There you go. Let's give him some fusion cells. Alright, there you go. Let's see if I have any combat armor I can give him. Alright, he's got the combat armor chest piece. He needs the combat armor right arm. There you go. I'm gonna leave him in the helmet. If he wants to wear it, he can have it. That's fine. Alright. But what are we going to do with all of these muskets we're collecting from everyone? Take him back to the castle, I reckon. Oh.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Got a plasma, huh?
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course.
Let's see what else you have here. And a Molotov. No, I'll take that. Plasma pew pew. Oh, that must have been one that I had at some point.
Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal.
Let's give her...
Well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it. I've been pretty...
Let's give her that one.
Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending
There you
me
go. She's a mining helmet. No, we'll take that. I'll take those.
Alright.
Alright, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Much better. Much better. She's got the full combat armor, so she's good there. She's good there. Let's see what's in our let's see what's in our workshop. Bottle caps. I'll grab those. I guess I'll store this stuff. What the heck? Alright, what we need to do now is head to the castle. That's where we need to go store a bunch of this junk. The armory at the castle, and I'll check in with the chat room. Hey, Donzel! How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Well, I'm not playing as Rose today. I'm back to playing as Fiona, my first sole survivor. We have retired Rose. Rose is in retirement. But thank you to those who have already left a thumbs up on the video. And many thanks to Just Like Biking for being the official sponsor of Fallout Fridays. I also want to give a shout out real quick to Master Shot. Master Shot's been really awesome about watching and commenting on all of the God of War videos I've been uploading. I finished the playthrough of God of War over on Twitch. Actually streamed the whole thing over on Twitch. I do have a Twitch channel now, and I've been using that for Try It Tuesdays and for some other gameplay. But I've been editing the God of War streams into videos that can be watched for about 30 minutes at a time. I try not to go longer than 35 minutes. They're about 30 to 35 minutes each, so they're very watchable during like a lunch break or something, or dinner time or whatever. And Master Shot's been watching all of them.
This is Radio Freedom.
And leaving comments, and that's helpful. I mean, leaving a thumbs up is great. That's also very helpful, but it's nice when people leave comments on uploaded videos because there's not a chat room, so I can't really chat with you and see who's watching and who's hanging out and, you know, hear your questions and comments and jokes and stuff. But on the uploaded videos, it's nice when people leave comments because it lets me know who's watching and who's interested in them, and, you know, lets me know what you think of them and stuff. So shout out to Master Chop for being a pro supporter that way. And of course, many thanks to those of you who support me on Patreon and through the super chat on YouTube. I appreciate it very much. It's very helpful. It helps me to buy games. It helps me to pay for my internet. It helps me to get equipment when I need it. If I have a broken controller or I need a new headset or something like that. Very, very helpful. Thank you so much.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
Alright, here, let's go store some stuff in the armory. I'm carrying around a bunch of muskets and a bunch of combat armor.
Remind them what it's all about.
And I think we've been putting... Oh, this is the explosives box. I think that's Ronnie's bed here. Alright, this is all kinds of random weapons. Yeah. We'll store them in here. In fact, what we'll do... Let's do this. Come on, load in. All in good time. All in good time, workshop. Come on. There we go, lettering. Ammo, armor. It should be one that says weapons or guns. There we go. Is there one that just says weapons? Yes, there is. Weapons. Excellent. Ammo box. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and this is weird stuff. We won't worry about that. Looks like all the syringer. No, the syringer ammo. I was going to say syringer rifles. It's syringer ammo. Okay. Alright, well, let's put a label on that then, I guess. I could say syringe ammo. Isn't it called a syringer? Trying to do it this way so I don't have to keep going back and forth across the line of letters. Syringer ammo, okay. We'll do that. Hey, Ronnie.
Castle Armory is at your service, General. What do you need?
Let me see what you've got.
Sure thing, General.
I think I've got some junk to sell her. So let's do that. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Okay, we're gonna get rid of our mystery jerky and our mystery bacon. I've been carrying that around forever. Don't need it. Get rid of our moldy food. I know it's probably not worth anything. I probably could just dropped it in the middle of the wasteland. Right. Right. Why not? Sell her a little bit of that. Alright. It doesn't affect my carry weight, but oh well. Ooh, party starter. Nice. Alright. Grenades. I guess I'll put some grenades in here. I was gonna say, I could give them to Hancock, but I think he's all loaded up with junk that he's carrying for me, so. There we go. And... Alright, what else am I carrying that I could get rid of? I guess I could get rid of these grenades, since I never use them. Easy E saying Rose retired to Sandy Cove's convalescent home. No, not quite. She and Dan's probably retired to Nuka World because that's the one place the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't seem to be pestering them. And that's where it all began. I created Rose to be the Nuka World Raider Overboss so I could see what that content was all about. I mean, even out at Far Harbor, they were going to retire to Far Harbor, but then I realized that you could bring the Brotherhood of Steel out there to hunt down the synths, and I wanted to see how that would go. And so now they're out there, and I can't even take Dance out to Far Harbor.
Hey, General.
Hey, Ronnie. Alright, I don't need the vertibird signal grenades, but I'll hang on to a few. There we go. Because they do have weight, so that should lighten me up just a bit. Oh, Nuka Quantum Grenade. Well, I don't know. Those are pretty fun. The Nuka grenades. I think I'll take those back. That's not standard issue Minutemen stuff. I'll put that in there. There we go. Got a lot of mines. I know we've got some mines over here. Maybe we'll sell those.
Running low on supplies, General?
Let me see what you've got.
Here's what we have on hand.
I'm gonna sell her some mines. I used so many mines when I played Fallout New Vegas, but I just don't use mines in this game ever. I don't even use explosives in general. I mean, I give my grenades to my companions. With Rose, she would give her grenades to Dance, and with Fiona, I give them to Hancock. And we don't even use the mines at all. I think Rose used them a little bit just to kind of say she did it, you know, but...
A good reminder of what we're fighting for.
Alright, let's put the artillery smoke grenades in here too. Just save a few of those. Alright. I think that has lightened me up quite a bit. Now we still have Minutemen outfits and combat armor. But I think... Well, the combat armor really should be out here, but I think the Minutemen armor is in with the tailor.
All day, all across the Commonwealth.
Or the outfitter. That's what we should call him, the outfitter. In here. Hey, Sturgis.
What's up?
Not much. How you doing? Yeah, alright.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
Alright, so here's the uniforms. But I think the armor should stay in the armory.
All the havoc this thing's seen. If it looks as good as it does.
I wish more people could see this. Remind them what it's all about.
Alright, I guess we can put a box in here unless it says I can't build anything else. Nope, I still have a sliver. I have a sliver to work with. Alright. Can we put a locker in here? This has kind of become the new thing. We can't scrap these. These shelves are what they are. Can't do anything with those, I guess. Or with these. I don't know if there's a room in here to put a locker. Oh, we'll just do it this way. Well, it is right next to the armor. Oh, that's the weapons workbench. Okay. The armor is right here. Okay. Well, close enough. Maybe I should move the syringer ammo over here. There we go. Armor. Yes. This is what we're going to go get. We're going to go out to Gunner's Plaza and we're going to pick up a bunch of combat armor that we can fix up for our Minutemen.
I'll get these kids whipped into shape. Don't worry.
I know you will, Ronnie. It's cool. That's where I want to go. General's quarters. See, we were in here and we fixed them up, put in a new bed, table, meeting table. Put a map on the wall with our location marked. Should be marked with an X though, that's right. X marks the spot. Will I be back with Rose to remodel her world? Patrick is asking. No. No, because Rose is a very different character than Fiona. Rose doesn't give a shit. That's basically her deal. She's a member of the Brotherhood of Steel, and she's a former raider, and she really doesn't care about the Commonwealth the way Fiona does. It's just not her thing. The reason I'm remodeling Fiona's world, I mean, aside from just because it's fun and I like the building, is because, you know, I have all these new and, you know, like the nicer beds and the nicer tables and the nicer furniture, and that I want to upgrade everything in Fiona's world because that's kind of her personality. You know, she wanted to rebuild the Commonwealth. She wanted to make it a safe place. At the beginning of the game, she wanted to make it a better place for her son when she was looking for her son. And so she joined up with Preston, and she was, you know, helping all the settlements, and, you know, her, in the back of her mind, she was doing all of this so that it would be a safer place for her when she found her child. And then she eventually found her child, and, you know, spoiler alert, I can't imagine anybody's watching this who doesn't already know, but I'll just say that. You know, it turned out that her child was not who she thought he would be, and, you know, was not a good person, and, you know, was old because so much time had gone by. Anyway, so, but, you know, it still didn't change the fact that at that point she had met a lot of people she cared about, like McCready and McCready's son, Duncan, and, you know, Hancock and Preston and all these people, Abernathy's, you know, out at Abernathy Farm, and Piper and everybody. And she cared about these people, and she still wanted the Commonwealth to be a better place. And, you know, she had a deeply emotional investment in it. And so that's, you know, that's the big reason why I'm back here and I'm rebuilding everything, is I'm trying to sort of, you know, show the passage of time in her world. You know, she's gone to great lengths to restore safety, security, industry, the food supply, you know, medical for everyone. You know, she's done all these things. She's built up all this stuff. And so the idea is that, you know, they can take it a step further and people can start having nicer furniture and nicer lives. So that's why I'm back here and I'm rebuilding everything. But yeah, you know, just Rose doesn't have that kind of a story. Rose isn't that kind of a person. Rose, you know, her story is what it is. She worked her way through the Raiders, and then she worked her way through the Brotherhood of Steel. You know, Rose's main motivation was always survival of herself, self-preservation. And she cares about dance in her own way. In my mind, she cared about him a lot because he reminded her of Nate, who had kind of kept her on the straight and narrow before the war. But, you know, other than that, she really doesn't care that much about anything except her own survival. And so, you know, she uses people. She's not in the Brotherhood of Steel because she believes in their ideals. She's in the Brotherhood of Steel because that makes Dance happy, and because then it gives her access to lots of firepower. Or, you know, she joined the Raiders not because she really gave a crap about any of the Raiders, but because, you know, she just saw that as her best solution for survival at that point in time.
It's not hard.
You know, so they're very different characters. Hey, Marlexia88 says, "Hi Fiona, it's been a while." Yes, it has, hasn't it? Like 3 years when I started this channel with Fiona. How you doing? Welcome to the chat room. Yeah, if anything, here's what I think happened to Rose. Okay, I'll tell you what Rose's story is in my mind. Rose's story is that she finds a sneaky way to off Maxon. Because, you know, she's good like that. Like I said, it's all about her. You know, she's self-centered. It's all about her own survival. And she cares about dance in her way. And so, in that sort of self-centered, slightly or very psychopathic way, you know, Maxon is in the way of that. Dance cares about the Brotherhood of Steel, therefore Dance should be back in the Brotherhood of Steel, therefore Maxon needs to be removed. That would be Rose's very straightforward way of thinking. And so I like to think that Rose, you know, kills Maxon or you know, he meets an accident. Maybe he falls off the Pridwin. Falls, I say with air quotes, falls off the Pridwin. Which makes her in charge because she's second in command, I think. I mean, he promoted her all the way up to the top of the organization. Gave her Dance's room at the Pridwin and promoted her. I don't know if she's at the very top, but, you know, she would do whatever it took to get to the top and take control of the Pridwin. And then she would declare that Dance was not a synth, that they were mistaken, that Maxon was mistaken, and so Dance could come back into the Brotherhood. That's what she would do. Or she would just say, we don't care about synths anymore, it's not an issue, and then she'd bring Dance back. Whichever. She'd probably declare that Maxon was lying, just to make it, you know, make Maxon look even that much worse. And nobody, you know, make people care even less that he died. And she'd bring Dance back, and then that's how they would live happily ever after. They would stay in the Brotherhood. Dance would be happy being in the Brotherhood. And they'd fly around the Pridwin and control the Commonwealth from the Pridwin. That's what I think. Alright. What else are we carrying around with us? Let's look. If anyone's ever interested, if you're over the age of 18, because it is adult content, you can check out my stories I've written over on AO3. I do have some fiction pieces, some companion pieces to these playthroughs. I have one story about Rose. It's just a very short conversation between she and Gage when they kind of explore their motivations, and she talks about it's back when she was trying to figure out which faction to side with, and so it was kind of my own way of sorting through her storyline and figuring out what I wanted to do with her. But I do have several stories about Fiona that explore her personality and her motivation and the various reasons why she does things in the Commonwealth. And you can read those over on AO3 if you know what AO3 is. Gold bar, that's what I wanted to store in here. That's the whole reason I came in. Then I got sidetracked. Yammering. Sturgis. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, this is getting interesting. Dear Penthouse, I never thought this would happen to me. Gentlemen, are we both? No, come back. Come back. Wait. Okay. Let's see. I'll put the gold bar in here. What the heck? Alright. Maybe I'll put a safe in here. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Let's put a safe in here and put the gold bar in the safe. But yeah, if anyone knows what AO3 is or is interested in my fan fiction, it's Archive of Our Own. It's a website for fan fiction, and I am Jewel Smith over there, just like I am here. I use the same name. Some of the stories are extremely smutty, and I make no apologies for that. It's one of the things I do right. And a lot of the stories are not. Like my novels that I had published, original novels, not based on video games or anything. I had some original novels published back about 7 years ago. Science fiction novels. Those were adult content. They weren't smutty. They weren't like romance novels. They were science fiction novels, but they did have some adult content in them. Language, violence, sexual stuff, you know, that sort of thing. And that's what that's how I tend to write. Kind of Game of Thrones-ish, I guess, would you call it? There's the state. And that's how I've written some of this. Now, not all of them. Some of them, and I have them, they're marked on the website. You'll see how the website works if you're not familiar with it. But, you know, some of them are just stories about, like, there's a story about Fiona, the reason she became a Minuteman, and it's a story about her going out to the Olivia satellite station or whatever, and fighting the raiders and getting the Abernathy's daughter's locket back. There's a story about her doing that. And there's nothing, you know, real smutty in that. I mean, I think she ends up sleeping with Sturgis, but it's not like, it's, you know, it's not written out. It's just implied. Or, you know, mentioned in passing. But, you know, there's a lot of violence in that one and swearing and stuff because there's a lot of, you know, combat and whatever. And there's some stories over there actually about McCready and Hancock. Not slash fiction. Not slash. Just about how, like, you know, McCready left the Gunners. I was really intrigued by the idea of why he would leave the Gunners and how. And I'm trying to figure out where's a good place to put this. I hate all this rubble being in here. And I don't, if I put it under the bed, it's not really accessible. Maybe it could be back here. By the bathtub? Maybe? I wish there was a wall one we could put in the wall. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Anyway, but I have various stories about various characters doing various things. But yeah, those are all posted on AO3. Okay, well, I guess that works. Does that work? I suppose. I don't know if I'm liking it right there. I just can't imagine. I can imagine myself getting out of bed, stubbing my toes on it all the time. Let's move it over here. I even did a Horizon Zero Dawn story. It's not smutty. It's not even really violent. It's more of a character study, like dialogue. Humorous. It's humorous and romantic. Bit of a deviation from... Well, not really. I do write a lot of humor and romance. And that's kind of how my novels were. There was a lot of humor and romance mixed in with the science fiction, but the Horizon Zero Dawn story is strictly humor and romance. And dialogue.
Most folks just don't know real living.
But sweet romance, not anything smutty. Alright, let's see. Alright. I think that's about as light as I'm gonna get. Let's put the donut mix. Do they have a donut shop here? Did I give them a donut shop? Thought I did. I did. They have a donut shop. So let's...
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
They don't have a donut fryer though. Alright, well let's give them some donut mix. Get rid of that. I can always find more. Donut mix seems to be freaking everywhere, doesn't it? I don't know about y'all, but every time I check a empty trash can, well, it's not empty, but every time I check a trash can or a empty newsstand or whatever, that's what I find. I find or laundry machines. They're always full of that donut mix.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Don't care much for good neighbor. That place, nothing but trouble.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to Bunker Hill. Patrick's asking, hey Jewel, can you make Fiona fat like a makeover? Why would I do that? She actually started out thicker than she is now. When I first created her character, she was much larger. I had pushed that up higher because she was a suburban mom, you know. I had pushed that up. And in one of my stories that I was talking about, Hancock even mentions that you know, she was very well-fed looking and much softer looking when he first met her, when she first came to Good Neighbor. But then after spending a lot of time in the wasteland, you know, she's doing a lot of walking. She's doing a lot of hauling of junk, and she's probably not doing as much cushy eating as she was before. So I ended up thinning her character down. I can't remember at what point I did that. I think there's a picture of her on one of my stories, maybe, when she's in the vault suit, and she definitely looks a little thicker than she is now. I don't remember exactly where along the line that I thinned her down a little bit. But, you know, I just kind of figured she would, you know. I mean, if you're hauling around a lot of stuff and you're walking a lot and you're not eating much, you know, you're going to probably lose weight unless you know, have some other medical issues going on. So that's why she is what she is. But she did start out thicker, yeah. She started out heavier. Excuse me? Did you see that lady sliding along right there? She just kind of slid over from right there, and now she's just hunched over right there. Oh, this settlement is so glitched. Silver Fox says, I love your stories. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The ones I've written or the ones that I ramble on about in my streams? Alright, we have poison wine and drugged water. And let's pretend that Hancock and I are hanging on to those things for reasons. I guess we'll put them in the pharmacy. Maybe? Oh, right. I had whiskey to put in the liquor cabinet. I don't want to put the poison wine in the liquor cabinet, though. That might be a mistake. That could get accidentally drunk. And we don't want that to happen. This is really not big enough to be holding that whole pharmacy in, I think. So let's see what else we can build. Now that we have some new furniture, what can we get them? Some new containers. A locker would be nice. Yeah, maybe. Ooh, a refrigerator would be nice for them to have up here. I don't know, let's see. What are our options? Ooh, this nice dresser. There's a nice cabinet. Well, we already have one of these. Yeah, we could do that. Alright, just something, just a nice little place to keep our poisoned wine. And drugged water. You never know when you're gonna need it. There we go. Now that's where we're gonna keep all our chems. Let's take all the chems. Gotta have a much larger place to put our pharmacy here. I don't even know why I carry them in my inventory. I never end up using them. But I guess I just want to have them in case. Now, I think in Fiona's world, this mysterious serum, it comes from that guy at the Cabot house. In Fiona's world, he's dead. I can't remember what's his name, Lorenzo Cabot or whatever, the creepy immortal dude with the freaky party hat. He's dead. So we can't actually get any more of this serum from him. In Rose's world, we could. In Rose's world, she murdered his family and he's still alive, and she can go to him and get more serum to help her out. But in Fiona's world, we did it the other way around. So we can't actually get any more of this, and I never use it. So we'll store some of that. Alright, and we got a bunch of stealth boys that we also don't need.
You've got to try the slot machine. It's the best.
This is our chems locker here. I have no idea. Do we have stealth boys stored in here? I know I've got a ton of them. Again, don't use them. I used them a whole bunch in Fallout New Vegas. Don't use them here. Yep, stealth boys are in here. Alright, let's store some. Hardly ever use them. There we go. I think that's the lightest that Fiona has been in a long time. Hey Dion, how you doing? Dion's asking, does the portrayal of your character interfere with missions? I don't know if you'd call it interference, but yeah, I think that's a good, interesting question to ask. It's definitely, yeah, I like the role-playing aspect of these sorts of games, even in Skyrim. Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, you know, I like the role-playing. And yeah, there's a lot of times, well, particularly in Skyrim, there's a lot of times where there's a mission that I will do in a certain way, or that I will avoid, or that I will... in my first playthrough of Skyrim, there was a lot of stuff that I either didn't do or I completed in a certain way because I didn't want to kill certain people. Then I went back and did a second run, a second playthrough with a new Dragonborn who was evil, and then would go around and do all the evil things. That's kind of what I ended up doing with Fallout 4 here. My first playthrough with Fiona here, like when, for instance, when she went to Nuka World with Hancock, she didn't go up and talk to Gage at Starlight Drive-In, at, what the heck is it? It's not Starlight Drive-In.
Any day of the week.
Rocket Fizz Mountain, that's what it is. Starlight. She didn't go up and talk to him at Rocket Fizz. I think I said Starlight because I later ended up moving him to Starlight, and that's where he hung out, and that's where he ended up dying, and where we built his crypt. But anyway, Fiona, in Rose's world anyway, Fiona did not go up and talk to him. Just completely avoided him. Didn't do any of the Raider stuff at all. So, she went and explored around Nuka World and was able to clear the different lands in Nuka World, but was never asked to, move Raiders into them or anything like that. And then eventually she got the quest to kill all the Raider leaders, and she just did that. And that was it. And I think to this day, if we go back out to Nuka World, Gage is still standing at Fizz Top, just standing there, doing nothing. You can't interact with him at all. Because I just never talked to him. So yeah, that drastically changed the way that whole add-on played out. That whole storyline played out because of Fiona's character. But as Rose, that's why I went back and I played as Rose, because I was like, well, Rose is my evil, quote-unquote, evil playthrough. And she went out there and did all of the Raider quests and side quests and, built a Raider empire across the Commonwealth and all of that. So yeah, I definitely do that. I create a character and then I kind of stick to that character's personality to do the content in the game. And then I'll go back and do a second playthrough to make different decisions and see the content that I missed. So like in Skyrim, my first Dragonborn, she killed Astrid. Astrid took her out to that cabin and said, okay, kill these people who are, blindfolded in front of you. And I said, no, how about I kill you? So I did none of the Dark Brotherhood quests at all. So I had to do them in my second playthrough. That was actually what I did with my second Dragonborn, is she went straight out and joined the Dark Brotherhood and did all the Dark Brotherhood content that I had missed out on. So I could see what that was all about. But, yeah, it does kind of affect how I do things in the game. Oh, thank you, Silver Foxes. I love to listen to you and read your stories. You have an excellent voice for audiobooks. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've actually thought about, I've had it suggested to me that I do videos where I read my stories, my original stories, the fan fiction and stuff, that I could have it, kind of do a voiceover. I could take some of my my gameplay content for the visuals and just have that running as a background, and then do a voiceover where I'm reading one of my stories. I've had people ask me about that. Now, I have also had people ask me if I would do audiobooks of my own novels, but those already exist. My published novels don't really belong to me. They belong to my publisher at this point. That may change maybe someday, because it's in my contract that the rights can revert back to me under certain circumstances and after a certain process. So I may do that at some point, see if I can get the rights back to my novels. But the audiobooks already exist for those. Somebody else did them, because my publisher published the books and then had whoever they hired do the audiobooks for Amazon. But I have had people ask me, why don't you read your own books and do audio? And I can't. I mean, legally I can't, until the rights revert back to me. And then if I own them again, if they're mine, then I can do whatever I want with them. And I could do audiobooks of my own. Aw, thank you, Silver Foxes. First time in chat for me. Thanks to my daughter for a smartphone. I can say how much I enjoy your channel and miss you doing Skyrim. Aw, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while since I did some Skyrim. I go back to it every once in a while. We still have the Khajiit character that I created and never got very far with them. But of course my favorite character is Zephyr. Zephyr and Teldrin. I go back to them every once in a while. But yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? I can't remember the last time that I saw them. The last time I played. Let me hop back and see if I can find it. I'm wondering when the last time I played Skyrim was. It looks like in May 29th of this year, I streamed. It says there's a video, Skyrim with Zephyr, episode 127, Forking a Dragon. That's right! That's right, because I found out that there are special silverware pieces in the game. This is something I didn't know about Skyrim. Amazingly, I thought I knew everything about Skyrim. One thing I did not know, and I just found out this year. There are special cutlery pieces that can be enchanted and equipped as weapons, and so we went out and tried to fight a dragon with a fork. That was in May, and then in February we were doing the Jeweled Paragons out in the Forgotten Vale. Yeah, it looks like I did, oh right, because there was Creation Club content. That's what it was. I think I went and got a Creation Club house in Skyrim. And then I started doing a little more Skyrim playing in January. Yeah, it looks like there's some videos from January, February, and May of this year. In case you missed them, they are on my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's been several months. Well, I stopped. One reason I stopped for a while is because my husband was having surgery and I was taking care of him. And then I stopped because we were moving. And that was a very long and difficult process. We bought a new place and we're moving out of our old place, and that took quite a bit of time and energy over the summer. So I wasn't doing very much through like May, April, May, June. I wasn't really doing much with my channels. And then when I came back to it, I started playing God of War. And I was kind of consumed with that for a while. Which, if you like Skyrim, I don't know if you've seen my God of War videos, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. God of War is like up there. I mean, Skyrim for years has been my very favorite video game. But God of War may have edged it out. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna say. It's not the same kind of game as Skyrim. I mean, it's fantasy. But a lot of the game mechanics are different. And the story is different, but I really, really liked it. I really, really, really liked it. And had a really good time playing it. So, I don't know. It's up there. It's up there. Alright. I think we are very, very light. Let's check in with Hancock and see what he's carrying. What are you holding? He's got lots of grenades. He has a lot of weapons, and he probably doesn't need all of these weapons. Give me that lead pipe. You don't need a lead pipe. He'll use all these grenades up while we go fight the gunner, so that's fine. Good Night and Sleep Tight are a pair of revolvers. I wish he could dual wield. There was a time when I held one and he had the other. Maybe we should put these on the wall. There's a story behind these as well. And it has to do with an artist named Brahm. If anyone's familiar with Brahm's work, he's absolutely brilliant and I love him. Love his work. But back in the 90s, he had a book that came out of artwork that I used to just sit and look at and look at and look at and look at. And then somewhere along the line, I no longer had the book. I don't know what happened to it. I mean, I moved around a lot when I was younger, so it probably got lost in a move, or maybe I loaned it to a friend and never got it back, or something happened to it. I didn't have the book anymore. So it had really been, like 20 years since I had put my eyeballs into that book, right? But there was a painting, one of his paintings in that book, one of his pictures, that was a guy who looked kind of like a ghoul. He didn't have a nose, you know, he had kind of skeletal features. He was wearing a long duster coat, and he was wearing a top hat, and he was dual wielding 2 pistols. Well, here's the thing. I didn't remember that. I didn't remember that at all. I had started putting Hancock in this top hat, and I made him these 2 revolvers, and I was like, oh man, I wish he could dual wield. And I just thought that would be really cool. And then, not very long ago, like just about a month ago or so, I came across that Brahm art book again, and saw that painting, and had this like massive flashback where I went, oh my god, I remember this from the 90s now. And then it occurred to me, oh my god, I had made Hancock out like this painting. I didn't even realize. It was so deeply embedded in my subconscious that I did not realize that's what I was doing. But it's what I was doing. I gave him a top hat. He's got the long coat. I was giving him revolvers. I'm like, holy crud. This is like, it was weird. It was really creepy to me, kind of, that like something was so deep in my subconscious that I was acting it out but didn't remember it. Didn't consciously remember it until it was like put in front of my face again 20 years later. But anyway, so there is this painting by Brahm of a ghoul-looking character, dual-wielding pistols, wearing a top hat like that. And so these are very special to me. But we don't need to be carrying them. We never use them. We'll put them on the wall. And we'll see what else. What else is he holding on to? And he's got this one already that sets things on fire. He likes that. He likes setting things on fire, I think. But he's using this shotgun. Why is he using this mighty, powerful automatic combat shotgun? I thought he liked his radium rifle. Shells? Maybe he doesn't have the ammo. No, he's got shit tons of ammo. Good God, Hancock. He's got lots of 44. Not many shotgun shells left, honestly. About 45. Oh, he's all out of 45. That's why. Alright, well, I'm going to give him some 45. And he can switch over to that if he feels like it. There we go. What else has he got going on here? And the 44. So he's got set target on fire for 15 points of damage, and bullets explode on impact. So I still have him dual wielding here. These other 2 legendaries. Oh my gosh. Well, they're identical except one's fire and one's explosive. He likes his boom booms. Alright, that's what he likes. That's right. Because he's always going boom and chucking grenades and everything. Alright, I'll leave him with all that. That's fine. He can hang on to it. You don't need the Santa hat, honey. You don't need the Santa hat right now. Or that. Thank you. We'll leave that. For reasons, don't ask me. Alright, I know he's got a ton of chems that we picked up at Shroud Manor, so let me take all of these. I'll let him keep some mentats, because that's his favorite. Alright. Let's put this in the pharmacy. I used Great Mentats a lot. Because it increases your charisma. So when I was trying to do speech checks early in the game, I would use those quite a bit. But not so much anymore. I think my charisma at this point with my bonuses on my armor and stuff is like 16 or something. I could sell ice to Eskimos. That's the old saying. All right. Alright, what else you got? I saw you had some junk.
Open for business.
Is your junk weighing you down, John? There we go. You don't need all this. What in the world? Carrying so much stuff.
If anyone could find a use for that.
I will. I'll find a use for it. But for now, I'm just going to throw it all in a box. Wish we could make cardboard boxes. Come on. There we go. Starting to get just a little bit laggy. I guess I wish I had that footlocker back. I'm going to build one anyway. I should have stored it instead of scrapping it. Alright. I'm just gonna store all of this. We'll put the reporter's pen in here. I don't know what the difference is between a reporter's pen and a regular pen. Oh, the reporter's pen is worth more. Alright. Any of this have any weight? Whoa, that's pretty valuable. The hell is that? Why is that so valuable? That's crazy. Bobby pin box has weight, but bobby pins, 659 bobby pins do not. Okay. There might be something weird in here that's weighing me down. Most of this stuff doesn't usually have weight, but every once in a while there'll be an item like a Mirelurk carapace or something that's actually pretty heavy. Like industrial grade fuse. Oh, it's a quest item though, so maybe it doesn't have weight. In Skyrim, quest items don't have weight. Oh, overdue books. We could go turn those in at the library. Lose a couple of pounds of overdue books. See, like stingwing barb. That weighs half a pound. Oh, get rid of that. Easy E is asking, dumb question, where did you get the sword? No, that's not a dumb question. That came from a Creation Club package. Let's get rid of these. That's a good question. I think you may have joined us or you may have stepped away when I put this on the wall just now. You talking about this one right here? I mean, there's other swords in the game. There's like I can't remember what it's called. But there's another style of sword in the game. But this particular sword that looks like it's from Skyrim, there's also a helmet that looks like the Dovahkiin helmet with the horns or whatever from Skyrim. It was a special Creation Club thing that they did, I think back during E3 over the summer, I think is when they did it. I can't remember exactly when. There's a video on my channel, though, of me doing the quest. There was a quest that goes with it. You go to Hubris Comics, and you do various things, and then you find various notes, and there's a little story that you read about, and anyway, eventually you get the sword, and you get the helmet, and you can upgrade them. So this is upgraded to nuclear. It was just a normal steel sword with some kind of bonus on it, but now it's nuclear, so it does radioactive damage as well. That's why it's glowing a little bit. See it going wow 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 in and out. Yeah, it came from the Creation Club. But yeah, I think under my on my channel there's a playlist called Gems, Joel Smith Gems, and those are little like 10-minute or so videos that are little excerpts from longer live streams and things. I think there's a gem that's about 10 or 12 minutes long that has the entire little side quest of me going and finding the sword and the helmet and whatnot. Yeah, it's called Method to the Madness, from back in August of this year. Yeah, there's a 12-minute video of me doing that little quest, if you're interested in checking that out. But yeah, there's a helmet that goes along with it, a horned helmet. A Skyrim helmet that goes along with it. But I think I put the helmet out at the castle that I built in Spectacle Island.
There's no sport to spilling blood if the person ain't earned it. Lucky for us, the Commonwealth provides.
Hello, Ron. How are you? I just saw you in the chat room. And Storm. Hello, Storm. Okay, cool. Easy E is saying, thanks for answering, and I will watch that quest. Sure. It was edited from a longer live stream, but you don't need to go and watch the whole entire live stream to see it. You can just see if you want to, you can just see the little edited bit. I mean, you're welcome to watch the live stream archive if you want to. So it would have been around the end of August, would be that one. A Fallout Friday in August. But yeah, sometimes when something really interesting or really funny happens in the live streams, I'll make these little videos I call gems, and put them on the gems playlist. And those are just quick little 10 or 12 minute things. There's one of like Kratos fighting an ogre, and I think there's one of me in Skyrim yelling at Farkas while I'm trying to not die during a massive battle. There's one of me playing, what the heck was that game? I can't think of it now off the top of my head. Anyway, there's a bunch of little ones over there from various games that I play. And if y'all ever have a suggestion for a gem, let me know too. Like if you have a favorite moment from any of my live streams that, made you laugh, made you cry, made you hurl, whatever, you think I should do a little gem of it, just let me know. And I will. Okay, I think we're good. I don't have any junk. I've cleared out most of my miscellaneous. I'm not carrying an excessive amount of aid. Alright, I still have some Nuka sodas. I think those are in the Nuka World box. Yeah. Let's put some Nuka sodas away. This whole most of this video has been me inventory managing. Look at all the junk I've collected in this game. Alright, there we go. That is very, very light. Oh, and the Santa hat and the combat armor left arm. Let's put those downstairs.
Hope you ain't one of them synths. You're fine.
And the lead pipe. Wow, 126. That is really low. That is like the lowest low ever. Okay, this is it. We're ready. I'm ready. She's not ready. Let's do this. We're gonna go down here. We are looking for desk fans. We need screws, so we need all the desk fans we can get. I'm trying to think of the best place to go to get over there. Let's go to Cutler Bend. And we're going to grab some combat armor off of the gunners out here. Hey Mech, welcome to the chat room. What level am I? This character is level 141. And no, I do not use mods, unless you count the paid mods from the Creation Club. Well, I've been streaming Fallout 4 for a long time, and Fallout Fridays are very popular on my channel. There's lots of people who've been watching me play Fallout for 2 or 3 years now, and so we still get together on Fridays and hang out and chat while I play Fallout. But yeah, it's not something that I do. I mean, I already have the Platinum Trophy and have played through twice, and you know, we're just hanging out to have a good time. I usually stream over on Twitch. I just recently finished a God of War playthrough. In the middle of streaming Stardew Valley, which I sometimes play with Ice Stella. I don't know if she's still here or not in the chat room. Oh, Mech saying 140. Damn, without any mods that would be a pain in the ass. Not really. Not really. It's not that hard of a game. Uh-oh, who's coming at me? These jerks. Well, I think 3 shots was overkill, but I can't help it. The plasma rifle that I have automatically shoots 3 times, so... I'm gonna grab this. Why not? I might need it at some point. Ooh. Who are they fighting? Alright, well, we're gonna come at them from this side. Alright. Well, this is actually my first sole survivor, Fiona. She completed the story with the Minutemen. She is a stealth sniper build who can't get through there. Okay, I'll go this way. So she's all more about hiding. Jesus, can we not get through here? Alright, fine, I'll go this way. and shooting from far away. But then my second playthrough, I was Rose, and she was the overboss, Nuka World Raider overboss. She wore the Nuka Quantum power armor, and she had a rocket-powered baseball bat. That was her thing. So she was the opposite of stealth. The absolute opposite of it. Alright, see that staircase right there? So if you come in from that direction, you know, we fast traveled over there. Coming in from this side, we should be able to sneak up on these clowns if we're careful. This is their weak side. They don't have good coverage on this side. They've got these walls here, but they don't actually have anyone stationed here ever that I've ever seen. So we can creep right up here and shoot him in the face. Because there's one person that's going to be out front there with a big old fat man. So you don't want to come at him from that direction. Unless you're Rose in her Nuka Quantum power armor and she could take a fat man to the face. Oh, there he is. There's the two of them. Yeah, I don't think I need any of that. We're here for combat armor and for screws from the desk fans, so we'll leave the rest. Oh, there he is. There he is, there he is. Alright, we want the combat armor. Yes, we will take it. Thank you. That is what we're here for. Now, there's a fusion core there the first time you come out. But I've already collected it and they don't respawn. Go in here if we wanted to. Now, I have a story in my own mind, for what it's worth, that we clear this place out and turn it back into a television station and we broadcast, just like we have Minutemen Radio, Freedom Radio. We could broadcast Freedom TV, and then there would be something to watch besides the test screen.
I didn't say we were finished.
Uh-oh.
Asshole! Cut you down!
Ooh, get him, John. There you go. Ooh, Oh, this is the guy with the fat man. Nice. I guess he didn't have any ammo, though. Oh. Oh, that was lucky. If he'd had ammo and he tried to blow us away... Well, John had my back, so it was fine. But yeah, he came up on us. Sneaky. He was sneaking up on us. I thought we were sneaking up on him. Usually he's out here shooting at whoever's out front. He got the drop on us almost. Oh, Estelle is still here, but dozing off. Yeah, it's getting late where you are, isn't it? Oh, Ron says, I miss Rose. Oh, I'm sorry. But I don't. I was talking about that earlier, I think, before you joined us. I never did like Rose. I don't think they're shooting at me. I think they're shooting at, maybe at, one of my provisioners? Yeah, because there's a pack Brahmin out there. Yeah, I do hear something. It's not just you. Whoa, careful. Ooh, it's a legendary.
Awful brave, but real stupid. Well, they tried. I guess you could call that trying.
Let's go see what the legendary had. Yep, one of my provisioners. You can tell because they're in a postal uniform. Frigid pole hook. Well, that's all the way from Far Harbor. Alright. But we'll take the combat armor. There was somebody that we... Yeah, alright. There we go. There's Fiona. Let me check up with the chat room. I'm falling behind here. Max asking, did you ever get the 100,000 ticket trophy in Nuka World? Yep, I did. So that was annoying to get. Well, it was grindy, but if you use the spray and pray rifle, it goes pretty quick. Storm's saying, watch out for the fat man. Yep. That's what I was watching out for, but he snuck up on me. He didn't have any ammo, though, fortunately. I guess he'd already used it on my provisioner or something. Mech says, am I the only one who sided with the Brotherhood? Well, my second character, Rose, she ended up siding with the Brotherhood. I mean, she started out with the Nuka World. She was a Nuka World Raider overboss and built a Raider empire, but in order to finish the main story, you have to join one of the other factions. You can't invade the Institute with the Raiders, unfortunately. That would have been fun. So she joined up with the Brotherhood of Steel and ended up romancing Dance. And then eventually turned on the Raiders because I was curious to see what would happen if I tried to get all of the settlements back that I had turned into vassals and Raider outposts. I was curious if you could recover them and put them back into the settlement system. So I did that. And that was interesting. But yeah, Rose sided with the Brotherhood. Easy E just wanted the synth gorillas. Yeah, I ended up getting those. Fiona has them. She's got some pet gorillas at Starlight Drive-In. Okay, we're here. And we're going inside to get some more combat armor. What's my carry weight right now? Oh, I can still carry some. We're gonna go see if we can find some fans with screws in them. I know I could go buy screws, and I have done that. But I think there's also several desk fans down here on the bottom floor because there's a lot of desks in here. So we're gonna go check it out. See if we can creep in and get some desk fans. I'm probably not going to bother clearing the whole place out because it'll all respawn again anyway. I just want to get some of the combat armor and some desk fans. Max asking, do you have all the trophies, DLC included? Yes, I do. I have the platinum and all of the achievements and all of the official add-ons. And that's on my YouTube channel if you're interested. I know there's some videos where I get the various achievements, like the, like the ticket one with 100,000 tickets. Or when I get the platinum trophy, that's on YouTube. On my YouTube channel. I don't know if you're watching from YouTube or from PlayStation Network. Some people who watch from PlayStation Network don't realize that I have a YouTube channel and that all of my previous streams are archived over there. I also have a Twitch channel. I am on Twitch and YouTube. You can find me there or on Twitter and Patreon as Jewel Smith. Oh. Well, this should make it a lot easier.
Got it.
I should have just guessed the first word and been done with it. It was that easy. Who do we want today? Subway steward, law enforcement, fire brigadier, medical responder. We'll just go. Let's go with construction worker. Why not? It just changes what weapons they use, I think. Or maybe the things they say or something. Up.
Protectron on duty.
Alright, there you go.
Warning. Union violation detected. Last recorded break was 9,999 hours ago.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Last mistake.
Hold it right there.
Who's there?
Go get him, Protectron.
This is a lawful use of deadly force.
Ooh, aluminum can.
You saw that, right? I ain't losing it.
No, you're not. You're not losing it, John.
Big mistake.
Oh, he's gonna use his boom booms. Whoa. Ooh, the robot. All the heck.
God, I hope there's a bounty on you.
You're gonna wish this was a nightmare.
Well, I'm not seeing a lot of desk
I want
fans.
this one's head.
Hold yourself pretty well, sister.
I hardly did anything, John. You were doing all the work. You and the Assaultron. I'm back here looking for desk fans. And not finding any. This typewriter, I think it has some screws in it.
Not a lot of those left in that kind of condition.
No. Is there any candy in this one? No. Ron's saying, "You are funny, Jewel." Lol. Thank you. What did I say? What did I say that made you laugh? Next asking, doesn't the game get boring? I assume you have done all the side quests. No, I'm not bored. It just depends on what you like, you know. There are many games I do find boring that other people love. And I know I've had other viewers, people pop in the chat room and say, oh, this game is boring, you know. And there's, you know, different people like different things. I don't find it boring. But, you know, everybody's different. Well, I thought there would be a whole bunch of fans down here with screws that I could loot. But I'm not seeing any. Oh, take that. Can I go through here? Come on, come on. I should be able to squeeze through there. Watch out. Don't block the door. Don't block the door. Don't be like that. It's not Skyrim. See, donut mix. We find it everywhere. It's all over the place. Are there screws in the wrench? I'll take it. Well, I at least got combat armor. That's something anyway. Battered clipboard have screws? I think it has a spring, maybe. Yep, spring and wood. Alright, don't need that. I will take the aluminum cans, though. Alright, this is where we came in. Let's go loot the Protectron, our distraction. Oh, I'm starting to breathe heavy. Let's drop that battered clipboard. That has screws, 4 screws. That's nice. That's just steel. We'll drop that. What's this got? Fiber optics. I'll hang on to that. That's handy. Alright. Well, I think I can still fast travel even when I'm weighted down. Do I have that perk yet? I don't know if I do. Rose did. I don't know if I do. I can drop the donut mix. I don't care about that. Okay. All right. We'll carry this armor over to the castle. Mech got annoyed by the building. Easy saying, I play for the building aspect, keeps me interested, trying new things, but Mech got annoyed by the building. Yeah, again, it's all about, you know, personal preference. My husband plays a lot of building type games, like Space Engineers, Medieval Engineers, City Skylines, 7 Days to Die, stuff like that. There's a lot of building in those games. But he did not like the building mechanics in Fallout 4. He did not care for that. And, and he's playing it right now. Which one are you playing? 7 Days to Die? Yeah, he's in the other room playing 7 Days to Die right now. He just popped his head in and said he was playing 7 Days to Die. But he didn't like the building mechanics in Fallout 4. And my oldest daughter didn't either. Our oldest daughter. She played Fallout 4 before me. And she did not care for it. She plays on PC though, so she got herself a mod that automatically builds things, so she doesn't have to. She just goes in and says, I want a house here, or I want a shop here. And then she comes back later and it's there. And she doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to worry about things lining up or connecting or, you know, anything. It just happens. Because she doesn't like the building stuff in the game. That's not why she plays Fallout. She doesn't play Fallout to build things. She plays Fallout for the story. But then she's kind of a big Fallout fan. She liked New Vegas and Fallout 3, and she's played, I think she's played 1 and 2. I don't know if she's finished 1 and 2, but she's played them. So, you know, it just depends on the person. I like the building. I do a lot of building. That's kind of what I'm doing here, is sort of rebuilding settlements I've already built up. And messing around with the various Creation Club, Workshop, add-ons and stuff, but yeah, I understand. Not everyone likes the building part of it.
Tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Storm's asking, Sim Settlements mod? Is that the one? I don't know what the name of it is. I just know she got it. She got a mod on PC, so she didn't have to build. Mech's asking, if you have all the trophies, why not download mods like No Weight Limit or similar mods that help you out, or do you just like the challenge? I have answered that question of mods many times before, but I know this is, you know, you haven't watched all of my previous streams, but I get asked that a lot. Let's see if I can say it briefly. I play on PS4, and PlayStation didn't get mods until not very long ago, and so I got used to playing games like Skyrim and Fallout and stuff, Fallout New Vegas and things like that without mods. And now there are mods, but I have had many people tell me that the mods, you know, corrupted their save files, caused strange glitches, messed things up. And I don't really want that to happen, because I'm a YouTuber and I'm streaming, and I don't want to have to worry about things crashing, because it crashes my stream. I don't want to have to worry about saves being corrupted, because then I lose, you know, progress, and have to do it over again before, you know, for the channel or whatever. It's just frustrating. I don't want to be frustrated with that kind of stuff. I mean, for all the benefits that I could get out of mods, I don't feel like it's worth the risk of the downside of it. But then the other reason that I don't use mods is that, you know, I do have a YouTube channel, and I think that it's... I mean, at this point, it probably doesn't matter because people who've played Fallout are going to have played Fallout, and no one's looking for pristine playthroughs. But this goes back to my days playing Skyrim, and that is when I played Skyrim on PS3 many years ago. A lot of people would do videos, Skyrim help videos, right? I would go to YouTube to get information about how to do a certain quest or fix a certain problem or do a certain thing, and they'd be playing with mods, because most people back then because you couldn't stream from a PS3, so everyone who was doing videos on YouTube were doing PC videos. And so they would have all kinds of mods installed, and there was this thing called the unofficial Skyrim patch or something like that, and a lot of people who played on PC would download that without knowing the full ramifications of how it affected the game. It affected the game in many ways, come to find out. But I would watch these videos, and they'd be doing things that didn't work in my game because they had mods. They would be using weapons or wearing clothing, or they would have certain game mechanics that were different for them because they were using mods. And that wasn't helpful to me. That was wasting my time. And then the other thing is that they would end up wasting a lot of people's time, because I would go on discussion forums and say, how do I fix this problem? Or I'm having this issue. And then people on PC who had the unofficial patch would say, oh, well, all you have to do is this X, Y, and Z. And I'd say, no, that's if you have the unofficial patch. Well, no, it's in the vanilla game. No, it's not. It's because you downloaded the patch. You know, that's something affected by the patch. Believe me, I'm playing the vanilla game on PS3. It's as vanilla as it gets, and that's not how that works. Anyway, there was a lot of misinformation being spread, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I just didn't want to be one of those people going on YouTube, making videos and spreading misinformation. So if people came to me and they wanted to watch a video to figure out how something worked or how to fix a glitch or how to do something, they weren't seeing a whole bunch of things that were like not available to them, or that were, you know, changing the basic game mechanics so that the game didn't work the same anymore or whatever. And plus, I don't want anything that changes the way the game looks too much. I mean, I do have some of the Creation Club content, like the shirt that I'm wearing a Grogneck t-shirt, you know. I've got workshop items that are, you know, added to the game that aren't in the vanilla game and stuff. At this point, I started adding a bunch of Creation Club stuff, more Creation Club stuff after I got the Platinum Trophy. But, you know, but that stuff's in the Creation Club, and it's not a mod, it's not changing the game mechanics drastically. It's just adding a few new things to the workshop, or a few new t-shirts that people are wearing, or whatever. So far, it doesn't seem to have caused any corruption issues, or glitch issues, or crash issues, or anything like that. The Creation Club stuff, except for there was one Creation Club weapon that I got, the solar cannon. That seemed to crash my game every time I tried to use it, so I just put it away and stopped trying to use it. But that's kind of why I don't do it. Like, I mean, I have a lot of reasons. One, I like playing the game the way it is, more or less. Two, you know, I didn't want to confuse people. And three, you know, I didn't want to cause a bunch of problems for myself and screw up my videos, or screw up my saves, or screw up my channel. So, anyway. And yes, it is a bit of a challenge working within the game's own mechanics. There are some things I wish were different. And I've talked about possibly getting mods that would fix them. But again, I don't know if it's worth the risk.
This is Radio Freedom,
to risk, you know, having my data get corrupted or having things get screwed up.
Or real tough to survive out here.
Like, I would love to be able to scrap the ghoul bodies at Sunshine Tidings Co-op that never go away. Stuff like that. I'd love to be able to do that. But I don't know if it's worth the risk of corrupting my save data for that, you know? Or having my game crash during streams for that. And I do like the challenge of working within the mechanics of the building mechanics to build things and coming up with creative stuff, creative problem solving. It is a bit of a challenge. But it's one that I enjoy. And I can understand people who don't, you know, that want building mods and who want other things, you know, because they don't enjoy that aspect of it or they want to change it. You know, I'm not dissing anyone that wants to use mods, you know. If whatever makes you have a good time, you know, do it. Totally. You're not hurting anybody else by modding your own game, you know. Except for, like I said, that situation where, you know, people go on YouTube and stream stuff and, especially people that stream with the purpose of being informative. And I have seen a lot of those, like, you know, and I won't name names, but I've seen a lot of videos where people go on and say, hey, I'm here to show you how to do this quest, or hey, I'm here to show you how this works. And then you can tell just by looking at their game that, like, they've got it so modded up. You know, all the textures look different, and all the clothing looks different, and everything just looks completely different. It's like, I don't think that's fair to, like, try to put yourself out there as an educator on a game that you're not even playing it as it was intended. Now, if you want to say, hey, I'm going to show you this mod, that's one thing. You know, you say, hey, I want to show you how this mod works, and you've got it all modded up because you're showing off those mods. I totally get that. But if you're going out there to say, hey, this is how Fallout 4 works, and you've got this, like, heavily modded up game, I don't like that. That bothers me. So I try not to be like that. Try not to be like that. Storm's saying, I hate the tech documents side quest. It's annoying. Well, it's ongoing, too. Is that the one where you can pick up all the technical documents for what's his name on the Pridwin and you just turn them in for caps? It never ends. It's one of those things that you can just, like, do forever to collect the caps, really. But yeah, then you end up finding them everywhere. I don't think Fiona ever finds technical documents because Fiona never went aboard the Pridwin. She never did anything with the Brotherhood of Steel. But God, Rose used to find them everywhere. Easy E likes the put grenades in Raiders inventory side quest. Is that an actual side quest or is that just something you do because you can? I used to love doing that in Fallout New Vegas. I don't think I've done any pickpocketing or reverse pickpocketing in Fallout 4, but I used to do it all the time in New Vegas. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at some point I might download some mods. I'm not quite sure how they work, and I don't really have a lot of time to get into, like, researching all the mods and stuff and finding out. Now, I know on PC you've got to have load order, and, you know, there's all kinds of, you know, this mod conflicts with that mod, and if you're going to run this mod, you got to have this other mod, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. And it's just, it can get real complicated, and I don't have time for all that. That's another reason I don't do it. I just don't have time for it. But, I don't know. I might someday. You're right. I mean, I have all the trophies. That was another reason I wasn't doing mods, because I wanted to get all of the achievements. But yeah, now that I have all the achievements, I could. But I probably won't. I'm just in the habit of not using them. And like I said, don't have the time to get into it and mess with it. Oh, Easy E is same. I'm on PS4, no mods. Yeah. That's me. Patrick's saying something about remastering Fallout 3. Did I say that? I said I wish they would, but I don't think they are. Oh, Medion's saying mods disable the trophies. Yeah. Yeah, Easy E. A lot of mods look too crisp. Yeah, that's it exactly. This is the Wasteland. This is the Wasteland, and I like it like that. Same with Skyrim. You know, a lot of people use Skyrim mods. And again, I'm not dissing anyone who enjoys doing that. You know, if you enjoy it, do it. Whatever. I don't care, you know. But for me personally, there's a lot of Skyrim mods that make things look too too much like anime or too clean. And yeah, same with Fallout. There's all these mods that make everything look really clean. And I don't really want clean. I mean, at this point I do, sort of. I mean, that's sort of part of this playthrough that we're doing here, is that Fiona has spent 5 years in the wasteland building it back up and building up, you know, the security and, you know, having Minutemen everywhere, having safety, having a decent food supply, reliable food supply, having industry, you know, and that sort of thing. We've got factories going all over the place, and we've got all kinds of stuff going on, right? We've built up the settlements and all that. So it kind of makes sense for things to start looking nicer, but they're still not beautiful. You know, I'm not trying to make everything look super clean and crisp and shiny. It's not that kind of game, in my opinion. That's not what I come here. It's post-apocalyptic. It's supposed to be kind of, you know, full of cracks and rubble and weirdness and all of that. Same with Skyrim. A lot of people run those mods on Skyrim that make everybody look really pretty, right? Oh, they don't like the characters because the characters look old and haggard, and they want them all to look pretty and flawless and everything. And that's not why I play Skyrim. I like Skyrim. I like everyone looking haggard in Skyrim. They look how I feel and look. They look like the real, you know, more like the real world. I mean, it's fantasy, and this is, you know, this is fiction as well, but I don't know. I kind of like things being gritty. That's just me. So yeah, I'll never use a mod like that would make everybody look pretty, or make the textures, you know, all smoothed out or whatever. Yeah. Hey, Mod Nation says hi. How are you today? Talking about mods, I guess. Mech's waiting for Fallout 5, but some people are saying it might take over 10 years to get it. Yeah, well, yeah, the internet's not a reliable source of information on that because it's all just speculation, but if we look at the way Bethesda has done things, I mean, it has been, what now, 8 years since Skyrim came out, and they haven't even announced Elder Scrolls. I mean, they've said we're working on Elder Scrolls 6, but they haven't said when it'll come out. So at best, it might come out next year, which means it would be almost 10 years in between Elder Scrolls games. And I know some people say, well, there's also ESO, but ESO is not being made by Bethesda Game Studios. ESO is made by someone else under the publisher Bethesda umbrella. And ESO is a multiplayer, not a single player. And Bethesda Game Studios is busy working on Starfield. They're busy working on Elder Scrolls 6, supposedly, from what they say. They're busy with Fallout 76, so I don't think that we're going to see a Fallout 5 anytime soon. Now, whether that means that it'll be 3 years from now or whether that means it'll be 13 years from now, I don't know, you know. But just given how Bethesda does things, I don't think that Fallout 5 is going to come out anytime soon. I mean, I'm actually surprised they even did Fallout 76, but then not too surprised because they made Elder Scrolls Online. You know, like they did Skyrim, it was a huge hit, so they came out with Elder Scrolls Online. They did Fallout 4, it did really well, so they come out with Fallout 76. You know, they've got their multiplayer. They're trying to get that multiplayer audience. Have a single player games and then also have the multiplayer games, and then they're doing the mobile games, right? They had Fallout Shelter and Blades and all of that. So they got some card game. There's some Elder Scrolls card game or something. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're actually going to get like a full. And they're also focused a lot on the Creation Club stuff. They're doing a lot of Creation Club stuff. Of course, that's not them. That's Creation Club contributors that they're sort of sanctioning or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath for Fallout 5. I mean, hell, I've given up holding my breath for Elder Scrolls 6 at this point. Honestly. Max asking, is Skyrim similar to Fallout 4? I really enjoyed playing Fallout, so a similar game could be nice. It's similar in a lot of ways. It's similar in a lot of ways. It's an open world. It's glitchy. Much more glitchy than Fallout 4. Even the special edition. The special edition still has a lot of the same issues, as far as I could tell. I did a playthrough of the special edition on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out, but just be careful because there's a lot of spoilers in it, because I have played it like 5 times now. Well, the special edition playthrough was my 4th time playing through.
Radio Freedom, broadcasting
First time streaming it, first time on PS4, but 4th time playing it.
Stay safe out there, everyone.
So I run my mouth about a lot of stuff, but yeah, I mean, you know, you can play in first or third person. You know, instead of raiders, there's bandits. Instead of deathclaws, there's dragons. You know, there's the main quest line. There's side quests. There's factions. You know, it's similar. I think Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas are pretty similar. They had almost identical controls on the PS3. Just, you know, you didn't have archery, you had lasers. You know, Skyrim has bows and arrows and Fallout has lasers or whatever, but the skill system is different though. The skills and the perks and stuff work a little differently. The companions are different as well. Fallout 4 has much more fleshed out companions. And you can romance them. In Skyrim, not so much. I mean, you can get married in Skyrim, but you don't have quite the same level of, like, personality and interaction and dialogue and stuff as you do with the characters in Fallout 4. Storm got 76 and Easy E asks how is it and Storm says it sucks. I know Istella is enjoying it. Istella plays it quite a bit and also streams it if you want to check out her channel. She enjoys it. I tried it out for my channel. I did a Try It Tuesday with Fallout 76. I rented it from the Redbox.
Not a lot of folks would travel.
If you're in the US, we have this thing called Redbox where you can rent video games for a day for like a couple of bucks. So I rented Fallout 76 and I did a Try It Tuesday stream of it. Played it for a few hours. Again, you can see that on my channel if you want to go see what that's all about. But I'm not really into MMOs. It's like I tried out ESO. They had a weekend where ESO was free for a while. And I went and played that for a Try It Tuesday. Well, I guess it wasn't a weekend. I think they had it free for like a 4 or 5 day period or whatever it was, because I did it for Try It Tuesday. You know, I'm just not into MMOs. They're talking about having... Bethesda has actually said they're going to have private servers for Fallout 76. I just saw that recently. Now, you might be able to talk me into getting a private server for Fallout 76, honestly. That might be, to me, that might be worth doing. Just to be able to go in with friends and explore the world and not have... Well, I don't know. I mean, when I played 76 for a few hours, I only ran into very friendly people. I didn't seem to have any problems with anyone. They've kind of got it set up so that I guess it's difficult to grief people. And you can just kind of block out people that are being jerks and stuff. But one of my problems with MMOs is that they're just too distracting. When I have a lot of people running around doing stuff all around me, I just find it very distracting. And it kind of ruins my immersion, right? But if I had a private server where I didn't have to worry about other people running around, getting in my way, or being a distraction...
My back hurts, my feet hurts.
I might play it.
Hurts.
Yeah, I have heard 76 is broken, buggy, and has a lot of problems. That's for sure. I don't know. I don't think she's here now. She's probably gone to bed because it's bedtime. It's past midnight in Europe. But if you see Stella in my chat room, or if you want to pop over to her channel, you could ask her about it. She'll tell you. Because she enjoys 76, but, you know, she knows more about it than I do, and she can tell you more about why she likes it. Silver Foxes, I hope Skyrim 6 comes out sooner than later. I'm 60 and been a gamer a long time. Yeah, I hear you. That's what I'm worried about. I'm almost 50 and I'm like, come on guys, get these games out. I want to play them. I want to play them while I still can, dang it.
Nothing to report.
Good night, Barbarian King. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope to see you again soon. I should talk about that. You can always see my gaming schedule at patreon.com/JewelSmith. I try to keep that updated daily or as needed. You can also follow me on Twitch. I was JewelSmith over on Twitch, but for the month of October, I'm GhoulSmith. You can find out what I'll be streaming and where. Like, hopefully Sunday and Monday I'll be doing some more Stardew Valley over on Twitch, which is just a super casual stream like this one where, you know, I'm farming and mining and doing whatever I do, hanging out with little characters and things. And sometimes Stella co-op plays that with me if she's available. We hang out and work on the farm and get killed in the mines and... I think the next thing we got to do together is go to the flower dance. Let's see if anyone will dance with me. They wouldn't dance with me during the first flower dance because I was new to town. But anyway, Twitch Try It Tuesday this week coming up will be Enigmatis 3, The Shadow of Carcalla. Yes. I just played Enigmatis 2 this past week. For Try It Tuesday, I tried it out, and I really liked it, so I finished it up on Wednesday and Thursday. But that's over on my Twitch channel, and you can watch archives of streams over on Twitch as well as on YouTube. Twitch does archive streams, so if I tell it to, it will save the streams. I don't always archive everything, but I will sometimes highlight or archive things. You can watch God of War over there if you want to see the whole thing and not the edited videos on YouTube, and you can see Stardew Valley and Enigmatis and stuff. I probably will not archive all the Stardew Valley streams because a lot of that is very casual gameplay stuff. But I'll probably upload some highlights. I did do one edited video of Stardew Valley on my YouTube channel just to kind of show the introduction of the game and the basic idea of it and the mechanics of it. I think the video is about an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. But it was edited down from a 4-hour stream. So that gives you any idea of, like, you know, how much there is of just, you know, watering plants and planting seeds and, you know, wandering around and chopping trees and that kind of thing. Bye, Ron. Thanks for hanging out with us. Chica's asking, is this on PS4 Pro? Yes, it is. I have a PS4 Pro. Alright, everyone. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Hope you had a good time. I gotta go eat dinner, and I know many of you, it's getting late where you are, and you need to go to bed. I do this every Friday, and when I'm not doing Fallout on Fridays, I'm uploading, at the moment, edited videos of my God of War playthrough from Twitch. And you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or Patreon. Just look for JewelSmith. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here. And many thanks to Just Like Biking for being the official sponsor of Fallout Fridays. Take care of yourselves until next time.